What is up, gamers? Hopefully the microphone actually sounds good this time. I listened to the VOD for the last stream and I was kind of mad afterwards. I know my throat sucked, but my settings were terrible. It's time to smoke one cigarette and fall asleep on the couch. Damn, I'm good. So yeah, hopefully this is like the first time that this microphone actually sounds as good as it is. A stream and an actual video, and in both my throat is just fucked. So let's switch over to the actual video game. Oh, I didn't actually set up the video game. Whoops. Let me set up the video game. Does game capture actually work with eDuke, or is this one broken as well? I hope it works. Yeah, it works. So yeah, we're playing Megaton Edition on eDuke because that's the best way to play the game. Let me turn off the music. And turn on the sound of the video game, because it's loud. There you go. Professional streamer. Hey, look, listen. I prepared a lot of things ahead of time, and none of them are related to the stream. So, there, take that. Now, we're just gonna play LA Meltdown, probably all of it on Let's Rock, because it's a stream. We're not playing seriously. It's Duke 3D, it's a fun time. I've played this game countless of times on the Nintendo 64 for whatever reason. Actually, my history with Duke 3D is a bit weird. I originally played this on a Windows 95 computer from a friend, and I didn't really get what was so big about this game. And I played the original Duke. The original Duke Nukem 1, Episode 1, on a school computer, and I didn't realize that that was like the same thing as this. Yeah, the cool thing with Duke, and I feel like a lot of people kind of never talk about this, at least outside of like Civi or channels like that, is the way the stages are made, where it's this sandbox. And you can just do whatever. And there's so many ways to go from one end to the other of the same stage. And there's so many interactables. And it's really impressive because this happened between Doom and Quake. You played Nukem 3D on an elementary school computer? Holy shit. That's incredible. Yeah, I originally played it mostly on a Nintendo 64 because after playing the friend's copy on Windows 95, I saw the game on Nintendo 64 and I was like, yeah, I should rent that. And then I bought it because I liked it that much. And I hadn't really seen the friend play it on his PC that much, so I didn't have that much room to compare version differences and game speed. Because the PC version of this game is way too fast for controllers, so I think they lowered the movement speed by a shit ton. Yeah, we're killing the babes. Something about Duke 3D especially is just comfy to me. Like the level design, the way everything is so open. There's so much cool stuff to do. Hey, it's 2007. I didn't realize this game took place in the future, so to speak. Since everything about this game just feels like it's still the 90s. The music isn't as in-your-face as Doom either. No, outside of like the title screen. Like, I usually don't even remember this song when I'm not playing the game. Should have been a Nintendo 64 version of Blood. Oh god. I cannot imagine throwing dynamite on a controller on the Nintendo 64. Yeah, we could go to the end of the stage, and we haven't even done most of the stage. That's the kind of level design that Duke has that I really enjoy. There's so much extra stuff that doesn't need to be there. Duke owns Advent Children on a flip phone. He probably has Spirits Within on a PSP. You know, the UMD discs. Turok 2 is really impressive, to be honest, that was on a Nintendo 64. Like, in some ways it feels like a more modern shooter than it is. Oh, too close. Whoops. You have a UMD of Superbad and you don't know how you got it. Wow. Actually, I've been tempted to get a UMD of Spirits Within just to have like a failed movie on a failed platform. Specifically with Final Fantasy, that's just funny. Let's just kill these enemies first. Turok 2, it has its moments, but yeah, the level design is just terrible. And it's a shame, because like the gameplay itself is kind of okay. Also, this video store is a gun store on the Nintendo 64, because guns are okay for children, you know, with censorship. But you can't have nude women, even though you don't really see nude women, you just see this. I love the pipe bomb, even though it's kind of just a trash weapon. It's just fun. The first level of Turok. Yeah, last time I tried playing Turok 2, I kind of just gave up during the first level because I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to go anymore. I think all of my fun of Turok 2 back in the day was just entering the big cheat. Beware, Oblivion is at hand. Tripwire feels really bad, yeah. I don't like the tripwire either. I've actually never used it to kill anything, I think, legitimately. And one of the weird things with Duke, at least for me, is that like I'd load up the multiplayer maps on the Nintendo 64 game and then just explore them on my own. I was a weird kid. Like I liked doing that, and I liked, you know, going through the Turok 64, or not Turok 64, I hated that game. Turok 2 stages with cheats on, so there's no like actual enemies or objectives or whatever. And I just had a great time doing that. I liked the sandbox aspect of like these properly designed levels. Maybe that's why I still like Duke 3D. But I don't like sandbox games. Because nothing about it feels like you're really exploring anything that was really made. I never played the Alien trilogy, and I've also never played Die Hard Arcade. I want to still go back to those games at some point, though. Those that Die Hard Arcade trilogy thing is weird because that's like 3 games packed into one, where they're all like completely different from each other. Yeah, on PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. This is Megaton Edition running on eDuke, so the good version. It's not Randy Pitchford's mess. Yeah, Duke is really cool because, like, you have stuff like this, where it's like, there's no reason for this to be here. And yet, it's here, and you can interact with it. In some ways, Duke feels like the first step towards, like, Half-Life and Deus Ex in a lot of weird ways, where people don't really consider it anymore. Yeah, the Die Hard game, you have the driving game, and the driving game, the light gun game, and the action game. It's interesting. Okay. What? Why are you... Oh, there were 3 of them, okay. In the regular Megaton edition, only 2 of them show up. It's weird. The Megaton edition removes a lot of enemies, it feels. And playing them in eDuke, it puts them back where they're supposed to be. And it just... Noticeably, there's way more enemies at every step. And that's also why I'm playing on a lower difficulty, because I don't remember where all the enemies are, because I'm kind of used to Devolver's version. If that makes sense. There we go. Oh, there's still one there. Jesus. They put a lot of enemies here. So is this the Cosby room that I keep hearing about? All these pigs here with women? Is that what's going on here? Why am I... That doesn't do anything. There we go. What? How did people originally find most of these secrets in this game? Like, I know a lot of them and I don't even know how I found them originally. And I'm not even going for all the secrets, because I don't even know where all of them are. I've actually never looked at, like, external gameplay footage of this game. I just know where stuff is from years and years of messing around. Because Duke 3D is just a comforting game for me to play. I just come back to it very often to just mess around. I shouldn't have turned this one on. Shit. Okay, let's just get that shotgun. There's a med kit over there. Right. Silence, discipline, remorse. So that's the creed of Activision then. Man, these topics are just really, really easy to make fun of, even though it's like horrifically vile. Yeah, boomer shooters are really nice in a lot of ways, where it's just kind of mindless fun, but still with really good design. Like, I've been enjoying a lot of the recent ones as well, like Proteus and Ultra Kill. Oh, let's kill him. I mean, he's dead already, but... then there was still the... switch over there. I am using an inaccurate weapon to fire a long range. Not that there's accuracy in this game to begin with. Oh, come on. Right, I'm dumb. Yeah, but games like Proteus or Ultra Kill, Dusk, just so good. Oh, if I shoot it, it just... Okay, never mind. Whoa, where did you come from? There's so many of them now that it's like actually easy to get picky about them. It's like there's more good single-player shooters than there are multiplayer shooters at this point, which is just weird. Ah, fuck it. Because, like, there are good multiplayer shooters out there, but so many are kind of just destroyed by matchmaking. Because I love how Apex plays, but I don't want to deal with that matchmaking ever again in my life. Where they just intentionally match you with bad players or strong opponents to just kind of beat you into the ground. Let's not go that way yet. Oh, that's the way back. Blood, huh? To be honest, I don't really like Blood. I know that's like blasphemy for a lot of people, but I just don't get enjoyment from that game at all. Though I don't have nostalgia for it. Maybe that's part of it. Like, I just really don't like the level design. And I don't like most of the weapons when it comes down to using them. The dynamite is fun, though. But I'm also a weirdo who likes episode 2 of Duke Nukem 3D, so, you know. Like, people complain about the hit scanners in episode 2 of Duke Nukem 3D, but, Blood is worse with that. Oh, there you are. Jesus. Yeah, these are still on. I needed the key somewhere. Maybe if I play it, I'll end up becoming like a redneck rampage apologist, though I doubt that. I don't think I have that level of, like, pain tolerance. That was a game that, for some reason, I really wanted to play back in the day. Because something about rednecks is just inherently funny to me, because we don't have them over here. Alright, let's just not deal with any of this and move on. I think a lot of the situation around Blood is also just the lack of easy availability for most people. Because a lot of the talk around Blood has kind of mellowed down after it became more available with that recent port, I feel. Like, you'd hear way more about how great it was, now it's a shame that you can never play it again, blah blah blah, like, when it was really difficult to get it running on modern hardware. But now that it's available, you don't hear as much about it anymore. Meanwhile, Duke has kind of just endured as like the most readily available build engine game. Like, this sort of stuff isn't just with build engine and Duke. I kind of feel that way about Sonic and Sonic CD as well. Where Sonic CD is the best Sonic game ever. Everything went right with it. It's just a shame you can never play it. And then it came to multiple platforms, and now everyone keeps talking about like Sonic 3, Sonic 2, Sonic Mania as the best ones instead. Sonic CD is kind of... it's not great. Yeah, the hardcore thing is definitely also a factor. Because it is brutal. And I do like a lot of the ideas behind the stages in Blood. Where was I? Alright. I do like a lot of the ideas behind the stages in Blood. Did I not turn this off? Why did I not turn this off yet? It's this side. Chibi Robo's the best. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people were acting that way about Saga Frontier as well, because that's like the super rare Square game hardly anyone played on during the heyday of Square. And I'm not shitting on the game by any means. I've played the remaster, and it's probably my least favorite Saga game. It's not bad, but it kind of lacks a lot of everything compared to all the romancing Saga titles, and you know. Yeah. And I've also seen less people kind of hold it up to that sort of regard now that the remasters are there and Saga Frontier is there, you know? Oh god, the bouncer. Don't even get me started on that game. I know it's like largely ironic with that, but I've seen people who are serious and will go deep into the character designs as if that's not a typical Nomura thing to do. Like they'll go about how all the character designs like really reflect the characters, and it's like, yeah, have you played Final Fantasy X that went harder on that? That's just normal Square stuff. Mystique and lack of availability does a lot to the allure of a game, definitely. And that's also not just games, like, I'm sure within like... Oh man, I can't even say this on without laughing about it. I'm sure that for a lot of people there's a lot of mystique and mystery surrounding like that Wu-Tang album that we're never gonna hear. And it's probably the best album ever, according to a few people out there at least. And who can dispute it? Nobody's heard it. Like maybe 2 people have actually heard the album by now. Yeah, I do not have the health to just man-fight that. First was this, right? No, first is this whole situation. I want these, though. Grass is always greener. Yeah. Oh god, the cut content stuff gets especially bad because these days people think that also means the game is unfinished no matter what. Even though like a lot of games have a lot of cut content, it's just normal. In any creative process, oh, I should have kept the barrel there. In any creative process, you end up having to remove a lot of it. Because it just doesn't fit with the direction that anything is going in anymore. That works. Like, it is cool when cut content is found and restored. Though not all cut content should be restored. Like, a lot of old games have restoration patches that kind of just make things worse. I think Knights of the Old Republic is a case of that, where some of the restorative stuff is just not great. Yeah, it's often cut for a reason. Oh god. The Dead Space remake is bringing back cut content, huh? Yeah, I never really played Dead Space 1. I mostly played 2 because that's the good one. I don't know what the actual opinion of that is these days. I think the whole situation with that remake is weird, though. Half-Life 2 and Stalker, yeah, though, like, Valve games are kind of weird in general with their fan bases, so I can see that. Yeah, Dead Space should have brought back the developer. That would have... Why did I walk into that? Oh well. So here's the other weird thing that is specifically for me. I don't do quick saves in old shooters. That's why some games take me forever, and maybe also why I don't like Blood. I don't like basically save stating through a game like that. Oh, I didn't get the blue access card. Whoops. Ex-Visceral staff are working on another game. Huh. Interesting. Oh, whoops. Doom 64 without the memory pack, I think you mean, or with... What was the memory pack interaction with that? Just saving? God, I have played the intro to Mystical Ninja 64 so many times because I didn't have a memory pack when I first started playing that game. Maybe that's why I still remember the entire opening theme, even though I didn't speak Japanese back then. Oh yeah, I need to do the whole barrel thing. Hey, that's where I died. You could only save in between stages. Yeah, though, like, Doom 64 stages are at least kind of simple. To a point that it's kind of unfun to play on PC, in my opinion. Like, it's so clearly made for a bad controller for FPS games. We did the puzzle the correct way. Wow, look at us go. All right, now we're gonna progress. Come down. There you go. Nice. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Did that enemy just randomly drop from the thing? Right as I... That's nice. Oh, yeah, Perfect Dark. I want to replay that game one of these days. But Nintendo 64 emulation is not great, and the last time I tried playing it with like a mouse injection mod, it would keep crashing like every 3 minutes or something crazy like that. It was just not a good time. I really wish that like Microsoft would get Rare to port over that rare replay thing to PC, so you can play like Perfect Dark with mouse and keyboard properly in HD officially. That would be nice. Oh god. like bringing over Perfect Dark to modern modern PCs, it is completely within their power, and I wish they'd do it. I'm just really afraid that I play Perfect Dark now and I end up not liking it anymore. But that's always a fear with a lot of old games that you go back to. Especially since most of the fun with Perfect Dark was just the multiplayer. At least for me. Yeah, rare replay on Game Pass would be cool. The secret place, it's the start of the stage. How amazing. Please just die. Oh god, there's more of them. This is so many more enemies than Megaton. What the hell? God, this always gives me the creeps. You know what I said about never saving? We're gonna save. 'Cause I don't want to die stupidly to this, of all things. Do I watch anime? Yeah, なんかアニメ全然見てないけど興味がないかな。Oh right, I forgot about this. Let's go back. I don't have explosives because I wasted them on the shortcut back to the start of the stage. Intelligent. Okay, let's get rid of this enemy first and then we'll go to the other side of this. What anime would Duke Nukem be? Mad Bull? Yeah, that seems like the only real choice, doesn't it? Unless you want to get like really specific and weird, like, I don't know, Akite or something like that. Though, that's also female protagonist, so it doesn't really work. What anime would Duke Nukem be? Not Trigun, though that's probably kind of a close one. Fate Zero? Maybe, like the action scenes at least? Though that will probably make a lot of people angry if they hear that comparison. Both Fate fans and people who hate Fate. Actually, there is a work that I'm thinking of that could be it, but I haven't read it. I just know the title. It's something like Maho Sonna Mono Hitsuyo wa Nai, which is like magic. We don't need something like that. There's a lot of really weird stuff like that that I want to get into. That and Those Who Hunt Elves I want to see at some point. I hate this stage so much. This is like a level where I actually get lost. Because I think it's just badly designed in general. Duke Nukem would be a shoujo manga nerd. Can't wait for Duke Nukem's takes on like... God, what was it called? I actually forget the name. The one with the witch with the calligraphy. That's really popular right now. I am actually blanking on the name. Actually, yeah. I think Duke Nukem's favorite anime would probably just be Dirty Pair. No, not Barakamon. God, what was it called? Witch Hat Atelier. There we go. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Witch Hat Atelier. I think Duke would be into that. God, why does everything here look the same? And like, Build Engine 3D is not real 3D, and it doesn't make sense in a lot of ways. And this level like really showcases how little it makes sense because wow. Oh, that's not... Wait, where are you supposed to get out here then? I like genuinely remember nothing about this. And it's like this every time. This is gonna be frustrating to watch, but it's frustrating to play, so hey, it adds up. Why are there still enemies at the start? And all this, like, shoujo Duke Nukem talk is just making me think of, like, Duke Nukem dancing the Hare Hare Yukai. Someone get Duke, like, to sing that song.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's the way back. Whoops. Where can I go down safely? Oh wait, that's probably where. Yep. Finally, I found it. I found where I'm supposed to be going. I think. I hate this stage so goddamn much. Oh, and I'm back. Okay. That I shouldn't have gone down there. This level reminds me of Half-Life as well. Because I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to be going half the time. Just like Half-Life. Even though Half-Life is supposed to be really clear with its directions a lot of the time. Oh. Okay. Where am I now? Oh, I'm here. Okay. I recognize that cactus. Yeah, it's motion sickness time. This area, like, I cannot wrap my head around its design because the weird 3D-ness of it just shits itself on this level. At least for me, it does. No, what? Usually when I get here, I still have a jetpack. Or at least I find one at some point, and then I just don't bother with most of the level design. Duke Nukem Isekai, that's technically already the first game. Like Duke Nukem 1. You're like on some other planet, I think. Duke Nukem 2, you're in like space jail, and like Duke Nukem 3 is him just coming back from those adventures. So it's like is there a thing that I'm just missing here? God, I don't remember this fucking stage at all anymore. Did Randy make this level? Oh god, probably. Is there something that still needs to be blown up or something? Fuck it. Let's... I don't remember the cheats. What was it? DN... No. I don't remember the cheats. I am willing to just walk through this wall to get this fucking stage over with. And I don't normally do that. Oh, wait. Right. Stuff exploded, water went away, I can walk here now. Is that it? No. Like, I can be pretty stupid about level design a lot of the time. But this level in particular is just, why did they... Oh, the explosion opened this up. Okay. There's no sense of progression, it's just, thing opens somewhere that you don't get to see. Like, I can be dumb, but... He's going to make your enjoyment of the game disappear. Yeah. Hey, look, it's blood. What timing? Oh, shit. What? Who was even shooting? Fuck off. We don't need you here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Why is this stage this way? Who thought this stage was a good idea? And why? See, this is why I like episode 2 better. I actually know where I'm supposed to go for most of it. Oh wait, this is the right way, I think. Yep. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going the right way now. I hope. Damn, I'm trapped in another world and there are babes here. Oh, let me jump. There we go. So we're gonna go back to actually enjoying the video game soon enough if this stage will end. God. Just why? Oh, I walked back. I need to be in this place. Oh, there. Okay. Sure. Let me jump. Let me jump. Hey, I've been here before. That's not a good sign. Just to be sure. So I'm not gonna do all of that again. I don't think I should be going back now. That was just a shortcut to progress. Something open somewhere. Why is the stage this way? I'm always lost here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm just blind. This was entirely on me.
Holy shit.
Oh, wait, that was just this. Okay. We found the cave woman. So where the hell is progress, actually? Oh, God, this level, it just... Oh, whoops. I meant to move further back, but there was something behind me, so I couldn't. In real life, she would be cooked from the heat of the lava. Yeah, but she's smoking hot already as is. That should cancel it out, right? I am tempted to just start up episode 2. I know I can be an idiot, but come on. Is this gonna help me find anything? Please let it help me find anything. No. Is it really not here? No. Maybe if I kill her. No. Yeah, maze levels in first-person shooters are not great a lot of the time. But with this, it's just the geometry is just really off-putting and bad. Like, in a game that already has very weird geometry in general. Oh, did we? No, we didn't. Classic build design of where do we go? Yeah, it's just like these big open areas, it doesn't work well with build, in my opinion. Like, usually when I play for enjoyment, I stop here, and then I boot up, like, episode 2, so... I'll give this 2 more minutes, and then I'm just gonna boot up 2. I'm sure it's something very simple where on the other side of the map somewhere, they opened up a new path without telling you where, how, what, why. Yeah, Duke 3D gives you a map, but it doesn't really help you that much. Like, it doesn't tell you anything that you can't just see because of the distance. Let's go back to the big area once more, look at the map, and if we don't find anything then, we're gonna play episode 2. Yeah, so there's stuff up there. And there's stuff here. This doesn't tell you much at all. No, you can't zoom it out. That's it. That's all the help you get. And usually it's enough, but maps usually aren't this big in DN3D. Nope, I do not have the jetpack. That's the issue. Fuck it, we're gonna go to, yeah, we're gonna go to episode 2 because fuck it. Like, all we do is circle strafe a boss at the end of this anyway.
Let's rock. Nobody steals our chicks and lives.
I can't believe the Enterprise just attacked me. A lot of people hate this this episode because of the amount of hit scanners, but the same people like Blood, which is all hit scanners, so I don't know. This is much better though. There they are, the hit scanners. Have I played Blood? Unfortunately, I have played Blood. I think it's the worst build engine game, of the big 3 at least. Like, I'm sure Redneck Rampage is worse, but that's not saying much. Yeah, I know it's a hot take, but my problems with Blood are the same problems that everyone has with this episode of Duke 3D, hit scanners. And look at how fast the hit scanners go down in this. And in Blood, it's like, no, and there's just thousands of them. You don't have any conventional weapons to quickly take them down, and you're almost never given any ammo. It's just a hard, bad game that, for years, just had no availability, so people hyped it up as the best thing ever because nobody they knew had played it. That's my take on Blood. Fuck that game. Fuck everyone who likes that game. It's a piece of shit. Wait, I actually said it right. What? Really? Oh, like that. Okay. There was no health here. Never mind. All right. When am I going to play Plutonia Experiment? Oh, no, no, no. Though, to be fair, I'd rather play Plutonia Experiment than Duke 3D The Birth. The Birth is just... It's like they designed everything to just not be fun at any level whatsoever, and then just released it. No, what? There we go. Now, these enemies are garbage. That I will agree with. But it still feels like nothing compared to what Blood throws at you constantly. Build engine is not technically 3D either. It's also faking it, but it's faking it better than Doom. Like, the level design is actually considered, you know, 3D. There's actual verticality to how it's built up, but nothing of how the engine runs is 3D. And you can notice it with how explosions are often handled. God damn it. Okay, what the hell? That does remind me, Romero is gonna make another Doom episode, which I'm looking forward to. There we go, Nightmare Fuel. I mean, nobody needs to make a video about Doom being limited 3D. It's pretty obvious what is going on. Always uncomfortable. I'm not sure if it's Doom or Doom 2 this time. I think it's Doom 2 because he's also doing one for Quake. Yeah, the thing with Doom is that it's not really 3D. It's more that something in the coding, and it started out as a bug, gave a sense of elevation to the ground. But then you can still just walk over it as if it's normal, and it made things look 3D, even though it's not really. And instead of like fixing the bug, they learned how to exploit it, and basically built maps using that, and just got better and better at it, until it really looked 3D. And that's not something someone made a video about. That's like what Romero has actually said himself during talks. And these things still make me feel uncomfortable. Wait, where is the next door? Oh, right. Okay. Wait, isn't this supposed to open? What the... What? Am I missing something again? Yeah, I talked a lot about Dusk amid Evil, Iron Fury, and such earlier on. Iron Fury is the best build engine game, in my opinion, right now. Proteus is probably one of my favorite retro shooters now. Dusk is extremely good, especially the third episode. Okay, I am missing something. I did rush through all of this, so of course I'm missing something. No, that's the stage entrance. I think it's a GDC talk where Romero talks about the bugs. Or at least, maybe it wasn't him saying it. Maybe it was someone else who worked on the games. But there's a really good GDC talk about Doom's design. Oh. Okay. I feel like this should be open, though. Am I really missing something? Oh, I had the fucking... See, I can be stupid. And I will admit to that. But yeah, the fact that Doom isn't 3D is like the most well-known thing that was kind of there since the start of it. But it's mimicking 3D very well. Duke 3D is like... The build engine was kind of the start of actual 3D design, where the engine itself isn't fully 3D yet, but the levels are designed more with 3D in mind than Doom ever was. Even though this is all 2D planes as well. And then Quake is like the start of actual 3D. Oh yeah, Build is like a barely functioning engine, and everyone knows it, including the makers. Like, it is impressive how much they did to it, because it's unstable as hell. And you can usually tell how unstable it is because of how things interact with doors. You don't want to be near a door that opens in a Build engine game, because it's gonna kill you. Because it doesn't know how to handle, like, a solid object moving like that. Get out. But also, like, a lot of the 3D spaces in this technically can't work. Like, if you made them solid, they'd overlap on each other really weirdly. but your brain kind of accepts it as being close enough to reality in a lot of weird ways. And that's just very interesting in general. And now I'm thinking maybe one of these days I'll stream Everternity and just really make a fool of myself. Everternity is so good though. Fuckers, just die. Oh, there was just a chain gone around the corner. Alright. Yeah, Iron Fury is just witchcraft. I don't know how they did that with that engine at all. It is so impressive. Sunlust. I actually never even heard of Sunlust. I don't keep up with modding scenes too closely. It's the problem of having too many interests in too many different directions. Is this also going to crash and burn immediately? No. Oh god. Oh, they cleared it for me. How nice of them. Oh, this is where that enemy spawns, right? I'll save for that. Get out of there. Or not. Yep. No. Let's not die to that. Oh, this is nothing yet. Doombringer. I think I've heard of that. Not too, like, deeply, but the name rings a bell. Etrian Odyssey looks different. Yeah, like these community mods for Etrian Odyssey are incredible. To be fair, there are incredible community mods for Etrian Odyssey. That game has like a Toho-like fan base. Like, genuinely. Like, I don't know if anyone saw it, but I added it to the description, but someone commented that they had like fan arrangements made. And they're really good. I put them in the description of the video. God damn it. No. Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for enjoying my video so much. This was nothing. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's really cool how much, like, amazing fan stuff keeps being made. Like, I'm still thinking of how to approach the topic of, like, fan creations for Etrian Odyssey in my videos, because that's something that needs to be discussed at some point. Can I really not go here yet? No. Because, like, there's a fan rebalancing mod of Etrian Odyssey 3. I think there's, like, more stuff like that out there. Okay, where have I not been? Everywhere. Cool. Then it's probably in this broken mess that I still need to be. There we go. There's the blue key. I knew I forgot something here. There's like so much art and memes for Etrian Odyssey that it has like its own Boru variant. Like there's an actual Etrian Odyssey fan Boru, like full of art of all the characters that's like frequently updated to this day. It's really impressive. You exclusively play on PC. That means that you can play Etrian Odyssey with a mouse and keyboard on Melon DS. The best way to play that game. That's like the way most people are playing it these days because it's so much nicer than original hardware. Oh, that just sends it back. Okay. Yeah, it's really impressive what they managed to do with this engine, like, especially for its time. Okay, what's the combination? Oh, yeah. It's always something simple, and then it still takes 500 tries to get it every time. God damn it. Stop with these things. Yeah, hasn't Atlas been hinting at continuing Etrian Odyssey? Like they did one hint a couple of years ago, and now they're saying that they're gonna continue or something like that. The two fan bases overlap a lot, and I really wonder what caused it with Etrian Odyssey, because like Eosis has that big song, and Eosis is mostly known for Toho music. And because of, I think it's because of Eosis that like there were a lot of FOE jokes in Toho communities. But then there's also the strong focus on the music, the art style and characters. There's a lot of overlap there. And it always amazes me, like, how big and how dedicated the fan base for Etrian Odyssey actually is when it gets down to it. Because it's not something that's, like, celebrated on major websites. There aren't that many, like, major videos about it. Even though, like, the fan base is there. Like, even Jeremy Parrish hasn't done, like, big Etrian Odyssey videos as far as I know, and he's a huge fan of that series. I don't think I should go this far back. What kind of shmups have you tried that makes you say that you don't like them? Because a lot of them are actually really good. It's just a lot of the good ones don't get talked about too much. This is the enemy that made me save earlier. A lot of the really good ones don't get talked about too much outside of like shmup circles, and it's very hard to get into the genre because of that. Like, I'd say try, and it's not really a shmup, but try Pocky and Rocky on the Super Nintendo. That's like got the spirit of a proper shmup, and I think you'd like that. Have I given Ys 9 a try yet? I tried the demo, I wasn't too into it. It just didn't do it for me. Yeah, that is why I saved. Oh god, did I not properly... I did not properly save. Oh well. I could've... It's not like it takes that long once you know what you're supposed to be doing to go through a stage, but still. Yeah, Pocky and Rocky is a lot of fun. It's very shmup-like in the execution and how you play it, but it's not exactly a shmup. It's more like an overhead take on it, with a lot of the same concepts. Very fun series. Since there's like 2 major entries and several weird reboots that aren't good. Wizardry likes that I'd recommend. Yeah, I'm actually not too well versed in the rest of the genre outside of Etrian Odyssey, and I do want to change that for myself, so I can't really tell you if there's anything else worth playing. I did play a little bit of Bard's Tale and I enjoyed it, though. And I do want to play that one by Nisa, that's on Steam. I forget the name already. I bought it to try out later. Or not Nisa, Nice. I keep forgetting there are different companies. Where was the key here? Here it is. Right. I can't believe my video game didn't save properly. Am I still going the wrong way? Yes, of course I am. Even though I know technically where I should be going. It's so easy to just walk past things. Yeah, Bucky and Rocky is fun in 2 players. It's just very hard. Though it does lead into the difficulty a bit, so it doesn't feel like immediately unfair. But a lot of shmups are pretty good at that, like Ikaruga. The first stage is like a joke, and then the second stage is like, oh god, what did I get into? Or the Donpachi, like the first stage also, it's kind of simple, and then like by stage 3 you're sweating. I think it's the fairy tale. Yeah, the fairy tale. That's the Nice dungeon crawler. That's really good, supposedly. It has a lot of weird Nippon Ichi style leveling systems and stuff like that. I always like the way they do leveling in their games. Grindy, but like so many options in how to grind and level up. What do I think of Doom Eternal? Very good. It's basically 3D character. It's basically FPS character action, and I like seeing FPS go in that sort of very, very involved, controlling kind of combat. Where it's like every enemy has a sort of solution to it in terms of movement and weapons that they're weak to. I like it a lot. I still need to play Mushihime-sama. I did buy it during the last sale. Like, I guess I could always emulate it already, but... Cave shooters are fucking cool. Oh, hey, look, it's that detail. That's a dead enemy that died right in the door. Oh. I am an asshole. All right. When we get back to that room, we have to properly save this time. Yeah, I'm in a really nice spot with the kind of games that I want to cover very soon. Like, there's the rest of Etrian Odyssey. There's Samurai Western, which is probably the next video. I tried it a bit before, and I'm gonna record after this stream. Man, that game is cool. Alright, it's here. Let's save. Yes. There you go. requires one more confirmation than usual. Doom 2016, like, my issue with Doom 2016 is that you're a quarter of the way into that game, and you've seen and done everything the game has to offer, and it just doesn't escalate from that point onwards anymore. And because of that, by the time you get to the halfway point, you're just done with it. At least that's my experience. Like, I wanted that game to be done half the way through the game, and that's not great. Like, the gameplay is fun, and the game isn't bad, but there's no escalation. There's no deep involvement, and after a while you kind of just wish for it to be done already. And I didn't have that at all with Eternal. Yeah, Samurai Western is cooler than Rising Zan, believe it or not. It's by the Way of the Samurai people, and they just made a straight up action game at some point. And like the weird thing with Doom 2016 is now we have like a proper Doom reboot kind of game, which is not affiliated with Doom whatsoever. Like Proteus is a proper modern take on classic Doom, and that feels more like an actual Doom reboot than Doom 2016 does. And Eternal feels like those developers coming into their own with their own game design finally. Like that's the feeling that it gave me. Which isn't for everyone, but it has an identity more of its own than Doom 2016 did. Oh, god damn it. Why are there so many of you here? Megaton Edition clearly cut out a lot of enemies from the game that E-Duke puts back. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, like Proteus feels like a game that is like literally Doom. There are so many small design choices that are so specifically like classic Doom that's very easy to see that it was like by people who know that game in and out. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh wait, there's a switch that opens that. Okay, and now I know where I'm supposed to go. Like Proteus has this thing where you have the damage tiles, like the acid floor or whatever, and the time it takes before the first health tick happens from that is exactly as long as it takes in classic Doom. Exactly. It's like, that is so hyper specific. Because there's this delay to it, to when the damage starts ticking down, and that is the exact same. I think my biggest problem with Doom 2016 is just, I could play Doom combat of original Doom forever, because it's so satisfying in a lot of ways that a lot of other shooters just don't have, and 2016 doesn't really have that. And variety can help solve it. Like, you need variety if the base thing isn't eternally satisfying. But like something where it is eternally satisfying, the variety can still add a lot, you know? Which makes it sound like I'm shitting all over all the new Doom games, but no, I like them a lot. It's just, nothing is gonna feel as good as a shotgun in the original Doom. And that's not even nostalgia for me, because I got to original Doom very late. Like, I didn't really start appreciating it until, like, a couple of years ago. It was like, wow, this actually feels more modern in a lot of ways. And it's just very weird to feel that way about a very, very old game. Where, like, the pacing is faster and better than what we get these days. But then again, when I played it, we also just came out of years and years of cinematic shooters and like, Wolfenstein becoming what it is now. So it's not that weird to have that feeling of, oh, this is like proper gameplay without the fluff in a much more streamlined way. Classic Doom has a lot of mods inspired by New Doom. Yeah, it also has mods inspired by, like, Devil May Cry. It has a lot of weird, interesting mods. Like, I'd say Eternity is, like, almost build engine-esque in its level design. Doom is, like, broad. It's a world into its own. And that's because the foundation is just that solid. And nothing can really compare with that. Oh, whoops. That almost went worse than it did. I nearly fired right as it was in front of me. Oh, those enemies. I hate them so much. Still one enemy there. Yeah, like, old Doom was just people having fun with this 3D environment stuff. Like, it was very easy to make your own stuff in Doom, and that inspired people to just get creative about it in a way that wasn't possible before then. Like, you'd have to code your entire game from scratch, and then Doom is like, nah, we're open source, you can just fuck around with our engine and have fun. And people did, and it was great. It led to a lot of creativity. Wouldn't surprise me if a lot of companies literally hired people over their Doom wads at the time, because that shows that you can design a level in an engine. It was very interesting. Like, it was a sort of revolution of sorts. Alright. Oh, come on. Don't just spit in my face like that. That's rude. Yeah, the whole story around Doom, just in general, is very fascinating. Like, how does something even exist in that capacity? Because, like, a lot of id Software is just weird and fascinating, like how they stole their computers, basically, to code games in, like, a summer house. They just didn't, like, have permission to use most of the stuff they did. And they just got away with it. Because who the hell else is going to code games at their quality? Yeah, like, I've read Masters of Doom, and I watched, like, a bunch of GDC talks and read some more stuff from Romero, and, man, their history is just wild. Fascinating company. Great games that came out of it, too. Okay, am I just being a moron again? Probably. I am missing something somewhere. But I don't know what. Oh wait, that still opens. No, I want to go in there again. There. Oh. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, the nice thing about making videos is that you can make it look like you're better at the video game than you actually are. And the nice thing that a lot of regular people have is that they're not recording themselves and they're not playing to an audience, so they never get to expose themselves. And they feel like they're doing better than they are. Can you just die? And then, like, sometimes you're just watching, like, a recording of yourself, like, scanning for gameplay footage, and it's like, fuck, open the menu, use this item, please, for the love of God, do this one thing, please, please just do it, please do it. And you're just scanning, like, 20 minutes of material, and you're just playing like a fucking idiot. It's very fun and humbling. I think that's why it might be a good idea to also just stream to show people, like, hey, look, I'm an idiot and I can play these games just fine with no issue. The problem is not, like, being afraid of losing. The thing is just be okay with dying sometimes and don't rage. It happens. So a lot of people think you need to be a super pro who never, like, dies or never takes damage, and then you're, like, the pro gamer, and that stuff is just stupid. But also because of that, people are afraid of, like, trying games that might be too hard for them because, you know, they'll die, like, once or twice, and that's bad. No, that's fine. Die once or twice. It's okay. Get out. No. No. God damn it. Why? Why? Just no. Why are there so many and why are they so hard to... Oh wait, I just have to shoot that, right? Yep. Why is the shotgun the most accurate long-range weapon in this game? Oh god. I think that's enough Duke Nukem 3D. I think that's the best note we could have ended it at. That's fun though. I had fun. You keep picking games to stream that ends up frustrating you, which makes you feel bad because most people don't want to watch someone having a bad time. Yeah. Like, that's why I'm pretty easy on getting my ass kicked on stream. I don't mind. It happens. If you let it happen to you, then, you know, if you let it get to you, it's gonna be like a downward spiral. Duke 64 had extra weapons, yes. It also replaced a few weapons, from what I recall. But it's been too long and I can't remember them. Anyway, next time we're gonna play something very different, and I think it's still first person, actually. I don't remember too well, but it's a very interesting arcade game we're gonna play. Anyway, it's been fun. I'll see you guys.